I never thought I'd be the kind of mom to lie to my husband, but here we are. I've been keeping a secret about our daughter for almost a decade, ever since she was in 7th grade. And now, after finally admitting everything, my husband is furious, our marriage feels fractured, and I'm left wondering, am I the a-hole? I F41 have been married to my husband M43 for almost 20 years. We have 4 kids, our oldest daughter F20, our oldest son M19, and our twins F16 and M16. We've always been a close family, but when it comes to how my husband treats our kids, there's a big imbalance, especially between how he treats our sons and our daughters. He's a loving, devoted father, but he cannot handle the idea of his daughters growing up. He still sees them as little girls who need to be protected from everything, while he treats our sons like budding adults who are allowed to make mistakes, date, and learn from them. It's like he's living in 2 different parenting realities under the same roof. When our oldest daughter turned 18 and admitted she was sexually active, he completely lost it. He actually took her bedroom door off its hinges for 2 days until he could trust her again. He eventually apologized, put the door back, and admitted he overreacted, but it definitely made her hate her dad just a little. So then I realized that if I wanted to keep trust with our younger daughter, I couldn't handle things the same way. So when our daughter, one of the twins, started showing interest in boys back in 7th grade, I made a conscious decision. I was going to let her be open with me. I didn't want her to feel like she had to sneak around or lie to her parents. I told her that as long as she was safe, honest, and smart, I'd always be in her corner, so that meant keeping some things from my husband. It started small crushes, hand-holding, texting. Then came her first kiss, her first real boyfriend. And yes, I helped her sneak her boyfriends in and out of the house a few times over the years. Before anyone calls me irresponsible, I'd rather know what's going on than have her doing it behind my back or out somewhere unsafe. The truth is, I remember being a teenager, the stricter your parents are, the better you get at hiding things. The more you say no, the harder they'll push for yes. And to be clear, I do the same thing for our son. Because both of them can get into serious trouble if they're careless. My son can get girls pregnant, and my daughter can get pregnant. It's a 2-way street. I'd rather be a parent who knows what's happening and can guide them through it safely than one who pretends it's not happening until it's too late. Last year, both twins were invited to a party. This is important. They called me halfway through while panicked because they realized there were drugs and alcohol there. They hadn't touched anything, just wanted to leave. I picked them up immediately, made them take a quick sober test at home, all clean, and told them I was proud they called me instead of staying. I didn't tell my husband at the time because I knew how he'd react. He would have grounded them for life, especially our daughter, even though both of them handled the situation perfectly. Fast forward to last week, my husband was at the mall on his lunch break and saw our daughter kissing her boyfriend. He came home absolutely furious, saying he couldn't believe she's doing that in public and demanding to know since when she's been that kind of girl. I tried to stay calm and said, I know. That was it. He exploded. He kept asking what I meant, and I finally told him everything that I've known about her dating since 7th grade, that she's had boyfriends, that I've helped her navigate it all, and that yes, I've even helped her sneak them in and out because I'd rather be aware than ignorant. He went ballistic. He accused me of tag-teaming him with our kids for years, undermining him as a parent, and teaching our daughter to be deceitful. He's been sleeping in the guest room since, barely talking to me. Then, because I wanted to be completely honest now that everything was out, I told him about the party last year, that I picked them up, that they were sober, that I didn't tell him because I knew he'd overreact. That made him even more furious. He said I had no right to keep something like that from him and that I'd been going behind his back as a partner and as a co-parent. He said I'd destroyed his trust completely. Looking back, I do understand why he's mad about the party. I probably should have told him eventually, just not in the heat of the moment. But with everything else, the dating, the sneaking in and out, I still don't think he should be this angry. Our daughter's 16, responsible, and honest with me. I didn't want to break that trust just because he refuses to see her as someone growing up. His family has all weighed in now, too. His mother is taking his side completely, saying I've enabled bad behavior and disrespected my husband's authority. His father actually agrees with me, saying I'm being realistic and that kids grow up whether you like it or not. The rest of his family, besides a couple of his aunts, who always side with him, are staying neutral because they don't want to get dragged into it. He's still furious and won't even look at me right now. I understand I lied, like a lot. But I don't regret protecting my daughter's right to grow up without fear, but should I be? Would you lie to protect your child? Comment your judgment. Am I the a-hole?